is one of the pivotal concerns
for
everyone, especially for Mendu. People who are asking which is a real Mendu? Yeah, is it the Njeru or Mendu that will be, of course, on the ballot paper? And that has been contentious because people are saying that the IBC never did their, of course, good work in terms of making sure that they've done their background checks so that they can know whether this allegations of corruption that is still hanging on Mendu is also, of course, taken care of. So that also is a bone of contention that we'll be following as well.
All right, Dibal, I want to take our viewers to Baringo County. This is our colleague, Mike Charlo, on standby to bring us up to speed with the atmosphere in Baringo County. As I can already see, there's a lot happening in the background. People are already up and early to cast their votes. Mike, good morning. How is the mood in Baringo this morning? We do understand that as of the day before yesterday, there were a little bit of floods that were reported there, but I know that changed, polling stations were changed. But bring us up to speed with the atmosphere in Baringo County this morning.
Indeed, thank you so much, Anodida, with Dibala. We're coming to you live from Cabernet. This is the Cabernet Boys High School where this polling station is stationed. It's about 10 minutes past 6 a.m. and all is set, everything is ready. If we can just move to get to see the whole process, this is where the lines will actually be, but at the moment, no one has arrived at this particular polling station, just one person who has already started the process of voting. We can see a guy verifying his identity. This is the first spot after you get to this particular polling station. You have to verify your identity to check your eligibility for voting. You can see his identity card, his national ID is being scanned before he can be approved to voting. If we can just get close to see the whole process, Eliud. His identity card is being verified using the KIMS kit to ensure and ascertain that he is ready to vote the senatorial seat here in Baringo County. Remember that we have 6 contestants of this particular seat in Baringo County. We have Vincent Chemitei, a UDA candidate, Wakili David Kipruto, who is likely to give him a stiff competition. Shadrach Kibet, Samuel Bonon, Benjamin Chebon, Daniel Kipchirchir, and of course all the 6 are gambling for 281 votes from the verified voters in this particular county. And since there is a glitch, kabla pengine niweze kuzungumza naye kabla aweze kusonga, pengine mmefanya verification na naona anatoka anaelekea upande wa pili. Kwa hiyo kitambulisho chake kimekataa hapa, anaelekea huko. Dibala and Odida will be following this particular guy. He is the first person to arrive in this particular polling station just to get to see the whole process of voting here. Remember, his ID has been rejected in that particular polling station, and he is getting to another station for verification before we move to. Before he is handed actually a ballot paper, he will have then to go to the secret polling booth before casting his vote. Dibal and Ann, I think his identification card has been verified. He's now being handed a ballot paper. Where he will have to go to the secret booth before performing and casting his vote to one of the 6 senatorial candidates of Baringo County is being handed a ballot paper. The ballot paper has then to be stamped, and he will be heading to a polling booth to cast his vote before the first person in this particular polling station actually votes. He has received his identity card and is being handed his ballot paper. He'll then cast his vote. He'll then vote to the candidate of his wish. Remember, we have 6 candidates in Baringo Senatorial seat, a seat that was left vacant after the death of former Senator William Cheptumo later February, and he will cast his vote. This is the particular lines that were later in the day, maybe. Remember, it's just by elections, and it has seemed not to attract many people as early as now. But Anne and Dibal, this is the particular station where individuals will be lining before getting to the 2 polling stations. We are via at Baringo, Cabernet, actually. Remember, this is also a tallying center for the Baringo Central. And of course, we are keeping an eye on this and much more before we let our viewers throughout the day to get, remember, many votes. The votes will be tallied at this particular tallying station. Remember, it is this Baringo Central tallying station, and also a few meters from here we also have a county tallying station. Anne and Dibal, we are here. Stan, our lenses open just to make sure our viewers are up to date to whatever happens. Back to you in studio.
Before I let you go, Charlo, if maybe you could take just one question. We do understand that we are working 281,053 registered voters in Baringo Baringo County rather, and I do understand that we are only seeing one candidate, and of course we are hoping that that will change in the course of the day. But are the locals aware of the changes that were made with regard to the transfer of the polling stations after the floods?
Yes, sure. And yesterday we had a conversation with the Baringo County Commissioner. He assured us that the 3 polling stations which were flooded as a result of rising water in Lake Baringo and Bogoria were actually transferred to different areas, and the residents are aware, and they also have a chance to cast their votes in that particular different area. Of course, the returning officer also assured us that the 3 polling stations, the new polling stations that were established as a result of flooding in Baringo and Bogoria, are also capacitated enough to make sure that the voters are actually the voting process is seamless and that everything is okay for them. And remember, the 3 polling stations which were transferred, the voters had nowhere else to vote. Remember, the voting register, the one which is being used now, is the voting register that IEBC took in the national elections in 2022. So he assured us that the residents were aware. The residents were aware, and that the 3 polling stations were set aside, and everything will be okay to them. The residents will be allowed to vote. Anne.
Mike Charlo, for that particular update, and of course we'll be bringing you in later on in the course of the day for you to tell us everything as it unfolds in Baringo. I want us to cross over to